Welcome in, guys. I'm not playing any music because I'm hoping I can put this on the YT after I get done with it today. I'm trying to do a little bit more of that kind of stuff. So everything that I have here is from TMI Gifts. I got this really pretty purple deluxe ribbon. A good wire. It's like a satin type material. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to use it. What should I use so my roses last? Like real roses or your faux roses? I got this greenery to put in it. And then I got 2 of these sprays, real roses. Girl, I cannot make real things live to save my life. I have used like a little bit of bleach in my roses that Terry gets me for the holiday, for Valentine's Day every year. Put a little bit of bleach in it. You can also use aspirin, baby aspirins. Put it in there and let them melt. That sometimes works. I don't really use the stuff that they send with you like that, because I don't feel like that stuff that they give you at the floral shops works any better. But I use like a baby aspirin or a little bit of bleach. And you always want to make sure to cut them off at an angle. But I work with everything faux. I don't do a whole lot of real stuff. I like that these came with a little bit of plastic, so it keeps the flowers from looking rough when they ship them. Hello, Miss Claudia. Welcome in. Went to Hot Works this morning, and I told Terry, I said, I think I'm going to have to start doing that stuff at night because I am zonked after Olivia and I go. Like, just zonked. I could just lay down and take me a big old fat nap, and I did yesterday. We're not going to tell Terry because I told him I didn't sleep very long, but I took a big old fat nap. And the headache that I had yesterday did not help matters either. So I am making a memorial piece for my dad and brother's grave. I had a brother that was handicapped. So when my mom bought their plots, she bought one for her, my dad, because they were married at the time. Y'all gonna think this is weird. My mom and dad were married for 38 years before they got divorced. But and he remarried a lady in Alabama. But when he got sick and passed away, my brother was his beneficiary of his life insurance policy. And my mom told my brother, she said, just bring him home and bury him with me and Wayne, because they had been married, for so long. So my brother that was handicapped is between him and he's on one side, my dad's on the other, and my mom will be in the middle. But the piece that we have on there now looks terrible. I have had it on there forever, so we're going to add these. Look how pretty those are. Pretty and springy looking. And then I got some peonies if I need to cover it up. I usually do my pieces pretty big. I try not to, but they always end up huge, and that's okay because my mom likes big pieces. And I am going to put this on. I just eyeball it, you guys. All of this is from TMI Gifts. I'm going to push that down. And I'm going to pull it back out because what I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue in those holes to kind of help hold it. And then I'm going to take a zip tie around it. So that helps as well. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. I cannot believe this week is almost over already. I don't know where it has went to. If you are new to my live, let me know where you're from. My name is Angela, and I am with Barrel of Wreaths. We're out of Franklin, Kentucky. I don't have very long ones. Those aren't very long. I'm going to have to double these up. Come on in, everybody. And when we do these, y'all, we actually tie this to the headstone. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, Terry walked out of here with my clippers, but he did not. I was fixing to blame him. Because we get a lot of wind where the grave is at, and it's constantly blowing the headstones off. So we've learned to tie them with like that really thick wire onto the grave, and we take one of those screw like hooks and put it in the ground like right next to the headstone, and that keeps it, and then we tie the wire around that, and that keeps it from. Thank you, Nanny, for the follow. It keeps it from flying off of the grave, the headstone. And it also keeps people from stealing them. Okay, so that is going nowhere. So I put a little bit of glue where the holes are at, and then I zip tied that on there. So those are going nowhere. We're going to glue all the pieces in. I need to get me some new clippers. These are not as sharp as they used to be. And these were my favorite because I felt like they weren't as hard to push down. And the handle is a little bit of a rubber to it. But they are about to wear out on me. Uh-oh, my glue pot got cold. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue, take that right into the center. I don't do many of these. I usually just do them for like my family. The piece that I had on there from, gosh y'all, it's at least 2 years old. It's like 4th of July. But I will sometimes just go to the graveyard, and instead of changing it out, I'll put new flowers in. Hey Kathy, welcome in. I'll be lazy and I'll go to the graveyard with some like Christmas flowers and just kind of change things out, you know, right there at the grave site instead of making a whole new one. Because in honesty, y'all, they just fall apart so quickly. So it's no sense in wasting money. But it's looking bad. So we're going to do this. And I'm thinking with the white in it, I'll be able to go at Christmas and like change out the flowers and stuff on it. Hey, Miss Sheila, welcome in. It's so pretty here today, guys. I thought yesterday, day before yesterday, it was in the 70s. It was so stinking nice. And then yesterday, it was like in the 50s, maybe 40s. And I thought, it was a little chilly. But today, it's back in the 50s. And I went outside to help Terry. We got my bunnies put together for the market. I'll have to show you the big one. We got to get some wood filler for a couple of pieces, but it is so stinking cute. But I went out there to help him sand some of the feet down a little bit more, because we made the little bunny's feet a little bit smaller. And y'all, see, I've already started big, if you can tell. Like I'm a big girl. I like big things. I like my stuff to be big. If I need to, I'll put more of that stuff in. So we're going to go with these. Let me see. These are, it just says it's a purple mumbush. And it's on TMI's site, 172087. Aren't those pretty? And they came with plastic on them, so your mums aren't like all over the place. But it's such a, I mean, it's just a pretty color. When I seen them, I was like, that would look so good for spring. Especially for a man. Because let's face it, my daddy would probably have had a heart attack if I tried to put pink florals on his headstone. I am shaking this afternoon for some reason. And I got some big peonies to put on it as well, in case I need to fill it up more with some florals. I just bend those up to kind of make sure that they're in the same spot. I'm not a big centerpiece or big arrangement girl for this kind of stuff, y'all. So I'm just going to go in the center. Just push that in, and then we'll work our way down. I've also got that really pretty ribbon I'm going to put in as well. Thank you, Miss. Is it Eric? Thank you for the follow. Not sure if I said that right. I'm just trying to hyphenate. can lay these off this. There's this one. It's left over. Thank you, user, for the follow. I will not put these on the grave, though, until the 1st of March. I'm just trying to get it done because we got so much going on. Hey, Miss Connie, welcome in, friend. I got so much going on over the next month. So I wanted to be sure to get it done. And I thought, you know what? Let's just go live and do it today. And that way, everybody can see. So I'm going to flip this around. Try to go the same way that I did with those other ones. All right, I'm going to lay the rest of the purples to the side for right now. And I think I'm going to do some of my white ones. So this was all a bush, you guys. TMI gifts. And if you use Angela 20, you get 20% off your order from them. Thank you, Connie, for the heart me. Thank you, thank you. And these big old peonies are from them as well. Aren't they so pretty? Hello, I am making a floral headstone for my brother and my dad's grave for spring. I hope that's not like eking anybody out. Oh, thank you. I'm going to pull this. Let me see. I'm going to pull this one off. Everything is from TMI Gifts, y'all. This is not a collaboration. It's just something I had gotten separate by myself from them. I seen the florals and I thought, oh, those would be so pretty. They needed a new one anyway, so. And my mom has said, if I don't keep new florals on her grave when something happens to her, she's going to haunt me. So I figured I better start practicing, because the ones that are on there now are like at least 2 years old. But as I was saying, I mean, they're so expensive to make and they ruin so quickly. So I just thought, you know, I just changed the florals out. Uh-oh, I actually needed one more peony. It came with 5. So I'm going to lay this one to the side just in case I need it later on. My little glue pot is not getting really hot. I don't feel like letting her haunt me, so I figured let's get to practicing. Oh, thank you for sharing the live out. That one is not going in there right. It's because it got bent. It got bent. If y'all have any questions, you let me know. TMI gifts. And then, you know, with the way the new TikTok rules are, I can't put the period and the COM at the end of it, or they'll flag me. But you get my drift, right? Thank you, Miss Connie. And if you use Angela 20, when you place your order, you'll get 20% off your order. This is the purple mum bush. Here, I'll type it into the chat for you guys. The code is 172087 for the purple mum bush, which is this one. It comes with the purple flowers, and then it came with, then this was also in with the flowers, the purple flowers. It's a big bush, okay? And then the peonies are number 226015. Okay, and there's 5 peonies on the one bush, and I've only used 4. And I've got 2 purple ones left, so I'm going to start filling in with these. I foresee I have once again made this ginormous, and I'm going to have to fill it in with some greenery. Y'all, I do it every time. I go way too big. Oh, I got 3. I got 3 left. Go way too big every stinking time. That's okay. I'm sure I got some other stuff around here to fill it in. I see a fern bush down there that I can use. It is okay, y'all. The bigger, the better. That is, yes, that is definitely my motto. I'm thinking now I should have got 4 of them mum bushes. It will be okay. Me looking around thinking, what else do I got in my stash? Aw, thank you. I don't do one for Terry's mom and dad's because they take care of that. They always say they hate to bother me because they know I'm busy. So one of my, I call her she's my niece-in-law. She's married to Terry's nephew. She makes one to put on theirs. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to find some more florals. I have not, Marilyn. That's a very good idea. Welcome in. Thank you, Nanny. I am not, y'all will hear me say this over and over. I hate mesh. I hate it. I hate it with abundance. I just do not like working with it. I can never get anything that I do to look right with it. Mesh is not my friend. I do got some ribbon over here, though, that I'm going to put in it. So that'll take up a little bit. Oh, yeah. I should have bought a whole bunch of them bushes. Because they weren't, I cannot remember the price. They were not very expensive. I'll have to look. And if I have to, I'll just order more. I just cannot, I just don't like working with it. Like, it just, mesh angers me. Angers me. It is not my friend. When I get done with this, I'll show you guys my bunny Terry and I just got done working on. So we've got a market. If anybody is in the Bowling Green, Kentucky area, we've got a market coming up on the 13th and 14th that we're hosting. And so I'm trying to figure out like little different decorations that we can put around the venue. And last year I had thought, I was trying to get my hand into making like some wood projects. Never again. Anyway, look, I got these big old peonies right here I can use too. Not big ones, but some leftovers. And so after us fixing them and doing some things with the bunnies, trying to fix my errors on them, we got them completed. Not completed, but we got their feet and hands, arms. Their feet and arms or hands or whatever you want to call them on them today. Okay, so this bush is actually from Michael's house. Again, TikTok flags you if you say the wrong thing. Okay, so Deb, the ones that are already arranged in this are from TMI Gifts. The purple bush mum, this one, comes with this greenery too, or this flower, this white flower. It is 172087. TMI Gifts. And then you put the period and COM in it. And then this, the mums are 226015. They are huge. Like, look at my hand. Huge mums. And if you use Angela in all caps, ANGELA 20, you get 20% off your order. But this I got from Michael's. You're welcome. I also got the foam piece and the wire for the florals to put on the grave from TMI. Okay, so I've made this a little large, so we're going to add, I'm going to add some fern to it, y'all, because Angela cannot contain herself with large pieces. I like my things oversized. I knew when I started making this, I would probably have to add to it. Terry's, when his dad passed away, I made a fake piece for his casket spray. And y'all, it was so big, so stinking big, that it was almost in the casket with him. He would sit here. He had dementia and he was blind. And sometimes before he got really, really bad, Terry would put him in a chair outside my door if he had to go do things outside, and let him sit and talk to me while I was creating. He'd say, if I could see, I'd help you cut things, sis, but I just can't see anymore. He was the sweetest man. Okay, so we're just going to take some of these ferns, stick them in, try to fill up some of them holes, like so. Can y'all see that? That actually looks really, really good. So this fern is from the Hoblob, and its number is 116293. I am going to cut all these tags, and I'm going to upload everything onto, I'm going to upload this video onto YouTube if y'all need to go back and look. Thank you, Miss Marilyn. I'm trying to see where I had that one. And I am going to put a ribbon in it just because it just depends on the fern, I think, sometimes. And it's big, so it's going to take up space where I've got a lot of empty space in there. And then when I put the smaller flowers in, that'll help hide all of that too. And then you can manipulate this fern any way you want. It's got good wire all the way through it. You'll see that? That looks really good. Thank you, Sharon, for the follow. Okay, go with the darker ones, put them on the outside like I did the other one. Now try to do the same thing that I just did on the other side, guys. Thank you, Joyce, for the follow. And I'll kind of show you after I get done how we wire it onto the grave so it doesn't flop off. Or get stolen. Does anybody ever else around them? Ours don't get stolen. They just, once they fly off, you have to go search for them. They have like a dumpster area. And my mom one time went to go look in that area and got locked in. So she was like, my brother, who was handicapped at the time, he didn't know what to do. He's sitting in the car waiting for her to come back, and she's screaming for somebody to let her out. I don't know how she ended up getting out, but she said Wayne wasn't no help. He just sat in the car laughing. He didn't know. I mean, he couldn't do anything on his own, so I can just imagine him sitting there just laughing at her, yelling, "Mom! Mom!" there. If you guys are new to my live, let me know where you're from. My name is Angela, and I'm with Barrel of Wreaths out of Franklin, Kentucky. I'll put this bigger one on this end, even though it's a darker color, because I don't have another big one. Yeah, I like that. Lay these two little pieces off to the side. I still got 3 purple mums left, so if I need to, I'll use those from somewhere else. North Carolina, welcome. Joyce from the UK. Wow, welcome in, Miss Joyce. We are in Kentucky, about 45 minutes north of Nashville. I wish I had some little purple. Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Oh, thank you. That's a little bit too much of a different purple. I don't like that. Trying to see what else I got. We're just going to go with these peonies and see how it works. From Ireland. Wow, you guys, y'all are amazing me from all the different, not just the states, all the different countries are you from. Miss Marilyn from Ohio. Welcome in. I really needed to. So what time is it over in the UK and Ireland? (9:30). It is 3:30 here. I really need some small purple flowers. That's what I really need. All right, I'll turn this around. Go to the other side and do what I just did on that side. Thank you, Miss Marilyn. Find one more with some leaves on it. Because the good thing about a memorial piece is that you don't have to like fill the center of it super full. If you have all of your stuff and it comes out far enough, like your greenery and stuff, like you can, I mean, you can tell there's a few holes in there, and I'll fix all that with some more greenery. But really and truly, in the long run, when you look far away, you're not going to see all that. Does that make sense? Thank you, Miss Gypsy Lady, for sharing the live. Turn it around, do the same on the other side. some of these in the top. Got some glue spiders hanging on, some spider webs. What I don't want to do is put a ton of greenery in it and the flowers not be like it not look flowery. Does that make sense? Flowery. So it doesn't look flowery. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all get it. I don't want it to be a big green bush. I want to be able to see the flowers in it. Look, see, I knew that piece of greenery that I had left over from the peonies was going to be perfect for something. I'm going to put one kind of down here. Thank you, Nicole, for the follow. Put one on this side. Turn it around. Do the same thing on this side. I'm going to use that leftover leaf. Just add it to my peony stem that didn't have a leaf. I feel like I guess it's good. All right, let's see. I had one that fell off, so I'm just going to add it to a stem that I had left over. Not sure where I'm going to put them yet. Got 3 purple ones left over as well. Let me think. So I feel like if I put more greenery in it, it's going to get greenery. Let's put the ribbon in first, and that might help. So this is a little bit deeper purple than what's actually there, and I think I'm okay with that. So it'll pop. This is a deluxe ribbon. So it's going to be really, really good as far as like the wire and the texture and stuff, and it'll last a little bit longer. This is also from TMI. The number is LX400523. It's the 1.5 by 10 yards. I'm trying to think where I want to put it. We're going to make some big loops. So I want it to stand out. do most of my bows by hands. I've got bow makers, but I cannot even with a bow maker. I don't like them. I do better when I do everything by hand. Welcome in, Miss Jessie. I'm making big old loops for this one. And I think I'm going to go 2 more loops. All right. And you know, this ribbon I really like because even though it's the deluxe ribbon, guys, it's not that pricey and it's a good ribbon. Does that make sense? Like it's a really good ribbon. And it's not like astronomically expensive. So I'm going to put a zip tie in that. And then I'm going to take a stem that I saved. Oh, that's not wanting to cut. And I'm going to go in behind that zip tie, fold it down. If it will fold down, that wire is really thick. I'm going to finish zip tying that. Where is my... Tighten that up. And you're going to use that stem as your stick to stick into the foam. I'm going to take that wire and I'm just going to fold it around. If it'll fold, it's a thick wire on that thing. On that thing, you guys, I got made fun of at TMI Gifts last week for sounding so country. Girl cannot help it. I said worm. And Kayla with Sweet Girl Designs, she was there and she thought that was the funniest thing, is how I said worm. Man, that is some thick wire in that piece. So see, and that's going to take up some space as well. Y'all see that? Big old loops. But I want it to kind of look like it's part of the greenery. Let me take it out. Cut a little bit more off of it. I know not a lot of people do a bow with theirs, but I love a bow on one of these pieces. There we go. I'm just going to take my little pieces down there. I cut that a little bit too long. I'm just going to fold the tail like the other side. And if it's a little bit longer, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Sometimes things don't always have to be even, right? Okay, there's that. Hey, Miss Kim, welcome in. All right, that takes up some space. Thank you, Miss Kim. That's for my daddy and my brother. All right, I love that purple. I love it. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, we got three more purples to put in. Two more small white ones. So I'm just going to place them. That's just what I'm going to do. I'm just going to place them in there somewhere. I don't know where. Use up all my stuff. Thank you for sharing the live out, friend. So I will put this on the YT for you guys. If you want to get this stuff and then go back and watch it. And I think I'm going to move that peony over and put the other one that I had left over right here to kind of fill that space up. Trying to fill my space up, y'all. Thank you, Diane, for the follow. Yeah, see, you don't have to, it don't have to be perfect. You guys, I mean, excuse me. I'm probably going to put the other two little ones right there. Let's turn this back around and see where I can put this other purple one. Thank you. I figured I better start working on getting their stuff on there. I was telling everybody earlier that the one that's on there now is like 2 years old. And my mom has always said that she will haunt me if I don't keep flowers on the grave when something happens to her. So I figured I better change it out. She's not gone yet, but she'll do it. She will do it. Thank you, Kalinda, for the follow. And Kim, you know how I am. Go big or go home. And This is a little bit bigger than I had planned on making. So, but it's okay. Right? It is okay. So I'm having to use a little bit more florals than I had planned on. I left TMI with just the purple mum bush and the big peonies. And I thought, that should be plenty. And I start putting this thing together and it's like, oh yeah, no, it's not. I should have known to get 3. Okay, so I'm going to take this one little fern bush that I've got left. I think I've got 2 of them left actually. And I'm going to take it and kind of put it right there inside that bow to kind of fill in the bow space a little bit. And I'm actually going to do a still pick on this. So it'll be a little bit longer. Just to kind of have a little bit of greenery coming out of the bow. Y'all see that? So now there's a little bit of greenery coming out of that bow. I wish I had something, a little bit more purple of something. I do, I just got to think where it's all at. Because I just want a little bit of filler, a little bit more filler. Just a little bit. Pay no attention behind the curtain. Pay no attention to what's behind the curtain. I don't know. It may not be. Thank you. What about a little bit of lavender? Oh. Woo! I about missed it, y'all. I about missed the puzzle piece. What about, is that too much? Is that too different color of a purple? Can y'all tell the difference? Does that look too, I mean, it matches the bow. Would it just be enough filler? What y'all think? Thoughts? Can't tell. Okay. So maybe it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Hey, hey. Hello, Miss Mary. Oh, Kim. Looks good. Thanks, Wilma. Okay. We're just going to go for it. My mom can't see it anyway, so if she thought it was tacky, she wouldn't be able to tell me, so. It is what it is. She'd never be able to see it to tell me. I see glue in my hair. What should you charge for something like that? Okay, so I always, most people don't make them this big. Like they're small and they are far from very many flowers in it. Like they don't put much in them when they do them for, like from a flower shop, which is unfortunate. But you're going to take your prices of everything that you have and you're going to double it. Because if not, you're not going to make nothing. Right? Uh-oh. There goes Gemma. Y'all, that dog. She needs some melatonin something. And there's nobody here. Not a single person. Whew. She's a lot. I thought about taking her last week with me to TMI and just leaving her in the car because she loves to travel. But I couldn't do that. Yeah, I think I like them too. I mean, it kind of gives it a little bit of a different texture. And it's filling in all the holes. Oh, Gemma. My Gemma girl, y'all. Bless her heart. God love her. I haven't had the heart to tell her that that Jesus is probably going to not take her in. Listen to her. She is not going to be one of those dogs that we're going to see on the other side. She's just not. This bush also came from the Michaels. She does protect her mama. That she do. That she do. Bless her heart. She hurt her foot yesterday somehow. I don't even know what she stepped on. I tried my best to look at it, and you cannot, on a normal day, you can't even touch her feet. But yesterday, me trying to look at that, what she had hurt, it was, she was not having it. Not having it. She was snapping at me, and I thought, okay, old girl. Walk around in pain. It'll be fine. Don't grumble about it. Oh, she does not. We have to put a, whatchamacallit on her face. If we take her to the vet to have anything done, it takes 6 of them to hold her down while somebody is working on her. I don't know why they just won't sedate her, but. Okay, I'm liking the lavender. It's kind of filling things in. We've got a muzzle that we use on her here when I do her feet. We muzzle her here at home. But I don't know why at the vet they don't muzzle her. They all get her and just hold her down, almost like in a chokehold. Bless her heart. And then it makes her even more angry. Put this right there. And then I have to deal with her when I get her home. She's a good girl, though. She ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. I told my daughter the other day, I said, I've been watching the case about Savannah Guthrie's mom, being missing. And I told Olivia, I said, well, I don't care what anybody says about all the dogs in the house now. I said, somebody shows up on my porch, they're not getting in past any of them dogs. Okay, I like those. All right. I don't think I'm going to put anything else in it. I think I'm going to leave it just like it is. Can y'all see that? And then the tails on the bow will kind of droop down. You can't see too many holes. It just kind of filled in just enough. And I'm okay with that. Because, y'all, flowers are expensive. And if you don't have to use any more than you have to, there's no reason in it. It's a big old piece, though. Thank you. I love the purple of it, too. My mom will be happy that I've changed their florals out. So what I was telling everybody, if you were in here earlier, like this Christmas, or maybe even this fall, if this still, like if the florals still look good, I will probably just go and change the bow. I'll just go to the graveyard, take my bow that I've already made up, change that out, maybe add some orange to it, because these are mums, or maybe some yellow, something to make it look fallish. And then you just do it right there, because the flowers, once you stick them into the foam, they're not going anywhere. So, and then at Christmas time, I'll just go back out there with a different bow, and do a purple Christmas ribbon, and add like some purple glitter picks to it, and make this last all year long, not just spring, summer. Does that make sense? I'll do a memorial piece for their summer piece that's separate, just because it's 4th of July and stuff, but I will keep using this all the way through next year. And if it still looks good for next year, which I doubt it will, because most of them don't last over a year, I'll just put it back out there. There's no reason in putting a new one on their grave every single season, if that makes sense. So, and I was going to tell you guys, so when you go to put it on the grave, we get those, they're not called U-pins, but they're like a, they have a hook on the end, and it's a screw. And if you screw that right down in the center of the tomb, on one on each side, screw those down. It'll take you a really thick wire and go in and out, go across to the other side, and tie those onto those pins. It is not coming off the grave. It will stay. And that also deters anybody from stealing it off the graves too. But we do that just to help with the winds, because the wind sometimes grabs them and throws them across the graveyard. And you put too much money in these for them to do that. So that is done. I'm going to leave it just like it is. I'm not adding anything else to it until this fall. What do y'all think? Pretty? So there you go, Kim. That's an idea for you to do. They're not, like, the screws are probably about that long, and they have a little head on them, like a little circle head on them, and you just take that wire and go through that head, tie a knot in that wire, go through that piece on the bottom, pull down so it's good and tight on the headstone, and then go to the other side and then screw that side into the ground right next to the tomb. That way it's not going to go anywhere. I mean, it's a perfect, my mom searched and thought and everything, and she was the one that came up with that. I can't take that idea. My mom did that. Hello, Miss Needy. Welcome in, sweetheart. So, I think she'll be pleased with this. I don't think we've ever done purple for their graves. So, this will be different. Different and pretty. Hello, lovely. Look, there's TMI gifts, guys. That's where I walked out. I added a few more things because I always make my stuff really too big. So I had to scavenger in here for other florals. So the big old peonies are from TMI. The mum bush, which came with these little white flowers, are from TMI. The deluxe ribbon is from TMI. the greenery down here, TMI. I'm going to put it all on the YouTube page when I upload this. That way you guys can shop with them, and you'll get 20% off of the order when you use my discount code Angela20.